Welcome everyone back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. My name is D Free. Hold on, cut me out or no?
No, it did not. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. I love to take my round of applause for being able to finally say my name. If you're new to the channel, you're like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Go ahead and pull up the card, man. I'm with Hydros. Check him out. Link will be down below. We will be doing some gameplay for. Look at that small text on that name for the new LR. Gohan and Goten family Kamehameha LR card. So hope you guys enjoy. Hit that subscribe if you're new. And we're using them on their own team. Now, one thing that's been a really hot topic about this unit is, if you scroll over to their links really quick, the lack of any sort of relevant key links. They have Golden Warrior, but other than that, the rest of this is all like attack links. So, and then the defense link. But regardless, they're not going to be, if you look at the links, like phenomenal as far as getting access to their 18 key super often. But other than that, when you look at the passive and the self-sufficiency there, and then you also factor in the fact that they have a leader skill that is 4 key. By the way, 4 key is the really big thing because it'll be the difference sometimes between getting, 16 or 17 versus getting the 18 if you're using them on their proper team. So let's go ahead and jump in. We'll do some gameplay for them. Regardless, though, let me know what you guys think. Here's a fun one. So I know that it's been a long time. Well, not a long time. It's basically been all day. Where you guys have probably had all day to formulate opinions on this card. So let me know in the comments down below what your opinion is, okay? And then after you've seen the video, go back and edit your comment, and I want you to tell me if your opinion has changed, and if it has, in what way. So that's a really interesting question. So one thing that is going on here, if you look at our team, is since we have access to the siblings category, siblings bond category, and of course they have to have a bond. Looking at Goku and Raditz cards, they don't have a bond. Anyways, siblings bond. I got asked a lot about that, actually. It would have been really nice if Goku cards were in here. But anyways, you have Goku's family, so it doesn't really matter. That's the loophole to that as a secondary leader. But siblings bond has access to 17. 17 is an amazing support unit. Also pretty solid as an individual unit. We have Bulla, one of the best supports in the game. We also do have, on the side note, the new Gohan. You want to pull up that Gohan really quick? The opposing rotation will feature this man on rotation. So keep an eye out for that. We're going to try to show him off as well, too. He has a conditional passive. If you scroll over to the passive, he's a movie heroes type support. And other than that, when you're up against a movie boss's category enemy, he does get a 100% attack and defense increase, which now that I think about it, probably won't happen in this, but whatever. So yeah, if you look at the team, though, there's a lot of support here, but that's the nature of what this team really is. The only one that I would say on this team, as it's currently constructed, I don't really think should be here if you're looking to build. Well, for one, 17's a bit of a flex choice because he's only defense, but the one at the very bottom, the Gohan, and then Goten is also kind of flex, but we'll see what we can do. So let's jump in. First setup, though, is really good. We have access to only Fierce Battle here. It doesn't really matter what we do. So go ahead and get the Max Key Super, if you will. So, yeah. And then, of course, as we proceed, self-sufficiency. So, like, they don't really need 17. All you really need to do to bring out the 18 key on this unit consistently is run them as a leader and have Bulla, if you even want Bulla, and have access to some other viable units like the new Gohan that I was just talking about as well, the other one. And that's it, really. At worst, your turn 1 would be the one turn where you kind of maybe don't get it because they get additional key for attacks performed. They can launch up to 3 attacks, including the potential system. So that means that by the end of the first turn, they're already insanely self-sufficient. So you kick that in. Gohan is on rotation. Yeah, that's fine. Give him the... Hydro, stop. You're confusing the hell out of me.
When I do this, I'm like, which one? Where do you want him?
In the middle. I said Gohan in the front. I didn't say LR in the front, Hydros. Come on, man.
Well,
get the green on the left. The green on the left. There you go. And then get all the purples with the LR. No, I was saying you were confusing me because I was like, wait, what? What am I doing? What's happening? So yeah, there we go. One thing I want to point out is, honestly, the worst thing about this card, well, not this card, but the other card, is the active skill. Why? Because the active skill is heavily restricted. So I didn't actually spend a lot of time explaining this card. Check it out. Link will be down below as far as the breakdown goes because I don't want to spend a lot of time doing that. But the active skill is something I do need to explain here. So it massively raises their attack temporarily, which is really cool. And they also do ultimate damage to the enemy as well. Now, other than that, though, it's basically just a super attack like the LRSS Force, for that matter. But you can only use it when your HP is 59% or less, and when you're facing only one enemy, and starting from the third turn from the start of battle. So it's super restricted, and you need to be really pressed to actually be able to even use it. And you can't even use it if it's early on in the battle or whatever the case is. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to avoid same color orbs here. And I know that that's not conducive to the LR because they want greens, but the yellows did line up. Get the blue, and then the yellows, and then the red for Gohan on the left side. Yeah, it's not super conducive, but it is what it is. You can get that one. That's fine. Yeah, get the blue. Hopefully 17 does go ahead and get super attacked, by the way. We have a really good overall rotation offensively and defensively here, too. That's the thing. It's like this is such a really, like, when you look at the category, the siblings bond one, it's such a, like, seemingly mismatched category, but there's a lot of gems in there. There's a lot of gems that you have access to. And then, of course, if you dip out and you go into the Goku's family, you have access to a lot more gems. So 56, it's going to be a while before we dip below. 3.6. It's not going to be easy to get that low, so we'll see what we can do, I guess. We do get a KO shot there.
Just need, like, one good super.
One good super? He just supered a type advantage, so... We have double supports here. That's cool. Bull in the back, of course. And let me see the stats. We haven't really been monitoring the stats here. Okay, 140,000 and 59,000 defense. Bull is not a defensive support. And then this Gohan, the physical one, only supports movie heroes. So Bulla is actually not getting any support, which is actually really good. So Bulla might wind up taking enough damage. So we'll see. Get the greens. Yeah, that's fine. And here I'm actually going to get you to take the yellow. Only yellow. There you go. I want to postpone just a little bit so we can maybe get that active skill. Because we have a lot of tech units, and they're all weak to this phase. So hopefully Bardock, like, supers one of them or something, and we'll see. So not too much damage. This unit is still doing like 1 million damage, getting about 1 million attack stat. Wow, of course he would super that one. Getting about 1 million attack stat. He's doing pretty good for himself, man. He's doing pretty good for himself, I would say. Is this 3.5? Yikes. This unit is really good. Really good output.
As I say,
really good output.
The 12 key did more than the 18, but that was a crit, so.
Also, double supported, so, I mean, yeah, but, like, really good output. Float 17, we can finally float that guy. He's been wanting to be floated this whole time. 17, there you go. Yeah, and again, just continuing on with no same color orbs. That's it.
You want the Ultra or no?
You can get the Ultra. Whatever.
Think I can? Maybe?
Yeah, I was going to say. But I was going to say put Goten back in the front, but I mean, it's not a big deal. I noticed that you changed it at the last second. Because I have a little bit of delay kicking in on my end now. For some reasons.
Okay, as long as your name wasn't cut out.
Oh, yeah, that was the biggest W of 2019. I was like, if you're new, you're like, what the hell is this guy talking about, bro? Oh, they didn't one-shot. Guaranteed additional. There you go. That's the first time we've seen that. Guaranteed additional. Yeah. At this rate, we're going to get the stupid Dokkan mode before we even get the active skill. That's not okay. That shouldn't be a thing.
Well, Harudegon will dodge mainly like every attack ever, so.
Yeah, but if he doesn't super us, it doesn't really matter. Oh, STR Gohan on the front is good. Or not STR Gohan, physical Gohan versus those STR attacks. Perfect. We'll take. Oh, hey, one scenario here finally where we can't force. See, this is what I was talking about. Even with supports, every so often, and primarily the first turn of the battle with the unit, you're going to be in a position where you don't get the Ultra Super. I guess unless you get lucky with orbs. But like this was a scenario where even with support and links, the lack of key links in their own kit made it to where we just couldn't get access to the Ultra Super. So it will happen. It will happen. Even with their 4-key leader, it will happen. And if you're on a 3-key leader, it will definitely happen. But ideally, it's just on the first turn. So, all right. So, Goten in the front, yeah. Just so give him all the greens. Just get those out of there. There you go. And we can get the ultra. Or no, we can't actually get it. I think the purples get it. Hydros, you're overthinking this. You're making me overthink it.
I know.
Just click.
I didn't get the ultra.
No, I think had you gone 2 over, it would have got it. But regardless, it doesn't matter. He's probably gonna dodge anyway, so.
Yeah.
Well. Oh, there's a dodge. Can you super him? No. I mean, we can't even take a super if we want one. I told you he would dodge it. Oh, additional super. Oof. Oof. And it hit the second time. Well, Hirudegarn, it seems you have finally met your match.
The first one he dodges and Gohan and Goten is like, you thought?
For real. Oh, boy. So about that red orbs. The red orbs?
Yeah, red orbs?
Yeah,
all these
red orbs.
These ones right here?
Red orbs, Hydros. Yeah, red orbs. Hashtag red orbs.
I got those red orbs. You want some
yeah, you
orange?
Can go.
All right.
I expect him to dodge, but like, I don't know. The one thing that's really cool about their guaranteed additional is that it has a chance to be a super attack. Unlike Kale and Caulifla, who they're guaranteed is forced to be a normal. But again, even though they do rattle off more attacks depending on the enemy, this one does have a chance at least for it to be, again, a super.
4.2.
Yeah, 4 million is pretty busted. And then 1 million on the additional. And again, that's where things start getting kind of nutty, is because you can do an additional super and then another super. So, yeah, that's where things get kind of like really good for this unit. STR Goten in the front, my boy, please.
Got you.
No, thank you.
I'll give him the purple.
How can we not get below 59%? Like, it's not possible. And the thing is, you would think, oh, well, SBR, like, if you're going to SBR. No, SBR generally has access to too many bosses. Needing one enemy is stupid. It is the worst thing. That is the worst thing you could put on that. Not to mention the 59% is horrible. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Are you going to do a third attack? Yeah, I just saw that key meter going nuts. He just dodged 3 attacks.
I will say,
at least he's
on JP where all that was broken.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're not on JP. It actually corrects itself, apparently. I just saw it, like, go down. That's not going to do much. Like, it's literally impossible. Just go ahead and use the... now they're going to just start launching Ultra Supers automatically now. Go ahead and use the flutes. There you go. We're just going to just move on from this guy because he's just taking too long. One thing that goes on with this unit, I've talked about how their key goes up, for each attack performed. But when they can rattle off multiple attacks, their attack and defense goes up as well by 10% with each attack performed. So that's part of why you see them have such a wide range of attacks or attack stats and stuff.
000?
So they get a lot better. And right here, this is one of their best possible scenarios. Double support, double 40. They're going to do really good here. And type advantage. Honestly, if they hit, they could one-shot.
He could super. That'd be great.
Look at this Gohan go. He's at 1.6, though. He's doing pretty good.
6.2.
Yeah, and they hit. They're going to one-shot. They are going to one-shot. Yep. Told you. If I said, like, if this unit gets the chance to really be in a prolonged battle, that's where this unit is so weird. Versus Super Battle Road, sure, its passive is actually pretty solid. It gets to stack a nice amount of times. Oh, hold on. Oh, I totally forgot. Hirudegarn should be movie bosses, yeah? He's movie bosses, huh?
Movie.
No wonder that physical Gohan was at 1.6. I was looking at him, I was like, what the heck? He's like really high.
Really?
I'll double check that on the side.
This is the time they give me 5 rainbow orbs.
Oh, the prophecy has been fulfilled.
Oh no.
Oh man. But yeah, like they're passive, sure. I mean, like versus like harder content and whatever, that's a really good passive. Or like, where that passive is really good is when this unit is non-duped. Like when it's non-duped, that obviously you're not going to clear as quick. So it's a really good passive. It's similar to Tech Vegito Blue. Tech Vegito Blue is kind of an anomaly unit because he clears, when he has dupes invested, he clears way too fast to stack his attack enough. So he just clears too fast. And it's the same thing with these cards. They just kind of kick in. So altogether, I'm actually quite impressed. And we have, unless we miss the Ultra Super, we've only missed it one time. Literally one time. And that's been such a hot button thing throughout. And again, we can get it here if we go with the blues. Like, that's been such a hot thing, or purples, I guess. It's been a topic all day, and it's just like, I don't see why people are arguing about that. It's not a big deal. And if you do miss it, it'll just be the turn 1. But the thing is, the caveat to that is, and we're getting close to that Dokkan, Hydros. So I don't know if you're paying attention, but I would like to get it with this Gohan. The caveat to that, though, is if you go back and look at every single rotation that we've had, like this one, in fact, and subtract 2 ki, then you can see what will happen if you were using him on a different team, like Majin Buu Saga or Hybrids, right? You can see that, yeah, it would be a lot less consistent. That 4 ki is actually a really big factor. And you can switch around the team and take off some units. Like 17, like I said, doesn't need to be here. SS2 Gohan does not need to be here. Goten, while he's good for the orb changing, is mainly here to trigger Blazing Battle. But otherwise, you know, he can go off too. Bullet, I would say, keep. And then, of course, the LRs and then the movie hero Gohan support. But other than that, if half this team can go, and then maybe you have it built a little differently. But it doesn't really matter ideally. It's like right here, we can still get the Ultra. But it is what it is, man. I think this unit, I think it's been, we're going to get it. We're going to get it.
Yeah, I know.
It's fine. You can just go. Just avoid it. Don't even bother. Yeah, I think it's been overblown. I myself actually was kind of having that same reaction to it initially.
Oh?
It's like,
Oh,
did we get below 59?
I don't know.
Oh, we're so close. We're at like 69. We're like at 69, I think. I can't really see too well.
It's like
but we're either at
250,000 and a
59.
450. So almost.
Wait, 10, 20, 30,
These
40.
supers one more time.
Oh, we can get the active skill next turn. We're below 59.
Oh.
Snap.
Activate.
Oh, snap.
Let
Give
it
it
show.
to me.
Why
Wait,
did he
the
heal?
got healed? No! We're so close. The prophecy was almost fulfilled. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh, we almost had it. All right, if he supers us one more time.
At least if he supers, then the next one, at least we'll get it.
The prophecy was almost fulfilled yet again, man. We almost had it. This is dumb, man.
Oh.
The only complaint I have with this card is his stupid active skill. That's it. Everything else I love, and I'm still summoning. I love the card, but literally the active skill is just stupid. I don't get it. It's dumb. Yeah, and Tapion, by the way, was in Movie Box. Just for the people at home that were like, will he ever go back to that? I went back to it. I got you. Please super me. Please super. What the heck? Super. You launched 6 attacks and did he not super at all?
Nope, we did not.
I looked away. Like, I was hoping he would have supered, but like, okay. This man did all those attacks for nothing. For literally nothing. STR Goten?
I could probably get it next rotation then.
What? The active?
I mean, like after this event boss battle, the next one will probably.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm not too worried about it. But like, we're not going to get it otherwise. You gotta go to the far left. Far left. There you go.
Got you. Okay, Vegito, if you could super.
Come on now. Stop with the dodges. I mean, it would have done 20 damage, but of course he didn't super anyway. All right. Well, we move on. Oh, we move on. We can't even, like, we can't even get the active skill. That's nuts.
Their active skill is too restricted.
It's
like,
way too restricted.
It's like in Goku Black. You'll never see his transformation.
Yeah, his is.
And you'll
really
never
bad.
see this active skill.
I love how you cue that up right when we face a Goku Black enemy. Nice try, Hydros. I'm totally onto you. And here we go again. Turn 1, by the way. Even with double 3 key supports. Actually, I think the move... did I say 3 key earlier? The Gohan here is a 2 key support, if I recall correctly. If I've been saying 3 all video, forgive me. He's only 2. Which is even more so to the point. I think I've been getting thrown off by Bulla. But anyways, here we go. Like, turn 1, yeah, you're probably not getting it. But from there, you should be fine.
3 million. I like it.
Man, I hate when I make retroactive edits like that. Where it's like, oh, have I been saying this the whole time? I didn't mean to. I actually meant this. Because it's like, oh, you've already listened to me for 15 minutes saying this. Why did you do that, Hydros? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Just go far left, Hydros. Why did you do that?
Well, maybe he'll super.
Hopefully he supers before. Okay, he's supering after. The reason why is because Goten stacks defense. So he's a little more tanky post. And of course, he doesn't even bother. Oh my goodness. We're just never going to get it.
You know, it's like you never want to be super, but it'll never happen. It'll never happen when you want it to do it.
The only time we can get it is versus Super Battle Road.
All right.
But
now, if Goku Black will super
Battle Road, what'll happen
here.
is versus them, what'll happen is you're not going to be down to 1. And if you do get it to where they have 1 boss left, I mean, that's even more restricted. That's just dumb. If you've been thinking about that this whole time, like, wait, you can get it versus Super Battle Road, that's just stupid. Because you shouldn't have to play that scenario. Thank you. We actually can get it now. Holy crap. It took 20 minutes.
It did. 21, actually.
See, I could just tell it was a 20-minute video. I don't even know. I'm just like, I'm not even trying to make this a long video. I just wanted to get the active skill and go. I've been ready to end the video since like the Hirudegarn boss.
Did that just go up to 42?
Yeah, it will because the 4.2. Yeah, because the attack is still going up. So the thing that's nutty about that card, hold on. This is where this LR is crazy because it's always been a thing where no, let me explain this really quick. There's always been a thing where cards that are able to do multiple attacks in a turn can be damage calculated higher than other cards. But where this card will really excel is in the scenario where it does multiple supers in a turn. Why? Because each super that this card does is able to stack its attack for the turn. It's not just at the moment. Each super this card does greatly raises attack. So if they launch a super, then launch another super, then launch another freaking super, each one is benefiting from that for the turn. Like, this is nuts. This card can do some nuts output. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and explain really quick. Go ahead and go for it. So, yeah. And not to mention the each attack perform thing.
All right.
Interesting. Okay, so I'm happy we got that. It was just a free super. But go ahead and end it here. Go for a game here. All those blues. Get all those.
I was doing.
Those beautiful blues. I was gonna say you might want to use an item, but you probably didn't need it.
They're so beautiful.
You probably didn't need it. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed today's video, hit that subscribe. If you are new for more content, make sure you check out Hydros. Link will be down below. 4.2. And if this doesn't finish it, they're going to launch another attack, and that probably will. Yeah.
No,
all right. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, super duper miraculous, whatever that passive is called. All right, everyone. We'll catch all of you in the next one.